Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and you no doubt have questions. There's a lot going on. You all want to hear what should you be pulling on? What should you be aware of? What's going on with Elena? What are the stats on the vision cards? What is the story of Elena? You've probably already seen my oh my god, she's amazing video. We're going to have all that information for you here right now. YouTube is with us, so you can look at them in the upper left-hand chat. And if I didn't say, it is another beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Let's go ahead and dig in. All right, everybody. So there is a lot going on right now. First and foremost, if you are planning on getting Elena's sword, you do have to actually pull Elena herself because it is a reward from the bingo. You did get a Turnip Puritas for free, and there is a bingo relating to this right now. For those of you that are curious about a Turnip Puritas' stats, it's 10% HP, it gives defense 5, magic 120, it gives Freyevia 10 accuracy, 10% missile resistance. Party-wide, it gives 20% slash resistance, 10% wind resistance. So overall, it's an okay vision card. I feel very similar with Smite the Dark, which is another Vizior, which is another card that came out. It does have a 2k buy option for paid Vizior if you are wanting to kind of go the easy route. Smite the Dark is going to give 16 AP, which is really nice. 142 magic, it'll give magic. 20% for the individual light unit equipping it. Evasion +5. Elena is going to get an additional 10 light attack, 10 critical hit rate, and it's going to give party-wide luck 35%, critical damage 13, and strike resistance. So overall, pretty good VC, I would say. Definitely one of the best ways to kind of go. We also have Silma. If you don't have Silma, the Silma event is live right now. For those of you that are wondering what the stats are on Starlight Elena's sword, Astria Aurora is going to be 182 magic, 5 agility, 12 accuracy, 10 evade, 10 critical hit rate, slash attack 10, light attack 10. It's a very unique weapon, and I think it would be prudent to have another light magic sword as opposed to actually having the Astra weapon for her. I do think you're probably going to see her using the magic version of Sword of Light, and I think that's going to be the way to go. Popular question in the chat right now. Lots of people are confused about Elena's pity. The pity has changed, and it's very important to know there is a pity bar up here, but the 9-step no longer contributes to the pity. Instead, what you have here is we have a global featured unit. So it has a summon bonus. So once the gauge becomes full, you're going to have guaranteed Starlight Elena in your next 10 times summon. For each 10 pull, you are going to get global festival medals. The global festival medals are a 1-to-1 conversion for unit shards, which is very important when you're considering the value of banners. The summon gauge increases 5% after each 10 times summon. The summon gauge will increase even after a 10 times summon in which a UR is acquired. So you're basically going to have a 40k pity on the primary banner. You're going to want to pull on this though, because it's essentially like the old 9-step. You're not going to get the weed. You know, if you need the weed, that might be a different question entirely. But this is going to be a set pull that you're going to want to do, because if you do have to go all the way to pity, you're going to get 200 global festival medals, which is a 10,000 Vizior value towards the cost of reduction of pulling and maxing out units. So this is a very good way to start and do pulls for Elena. It's also important to note that Dwayne and Freyevia are also on this banner. So is GL Zazan. The next banner a lot of people are having questions about is going to be the Vizior back summon. Now, this is really confusing because we've never seen anything like this before in War of the Visions, but basically it takes your Vizior and you have a chance to roll to get Vizior back. Now, the purpose for this, of course, is to filter out your paid Vizior into free Vizior, but if you look at this final step, it is extremely high. You could get potentially plus 70,000 Viz back. It's a very good, I think, deal if you don't value paid Viz. What you also get 10 soul stars and vision stars per each step. The drop rates though are pretty abysmal. You can see here if we go all the way down, the 140,000 Viz is going to be 0.02%. Pretty abysmal. You basically have a 0.08% to get like the plus 30,000 Viz. But at the end of the day, it is free Viz as well, and it does immediately go back to your inbox. So if you have free Viz, no doubt this is what you want to do because it's free Viz. There's no chance for you to lose Viz. You do want to be careful with paid Viz though, because your paid Viz can become free Viz from doing this. There were a lot of paid step-up banners as well. Make sure you're grabbing those guaranteed 10 UR unit banners, because remember, 10 UR units is basically guaranteed value-wise to be good for your account in terms of stars and in terms of soul medals, in terms of converting and building. So if you are someone who has a broad account, do remember to pull on those 10 UR guarantees just for the value of the star medals and the soul medals. Another important note, if you are pulling on the primary Elena banner as well, you're gonna get a lot of unit shards. I had 870 unit stars and I only pulled the 45% pity today. So you're going to get a ton of unit stars, and it really kind of highlights the star system right now. Before we jump into the shop, the porcelain tower is live. I do have a video talking about this, and I am going to be on stream later today, clearing the tower on stream and clearing the other mission that came out for PvE, which is the lightning select quest. You'll see we got a little select quest button down here, and we do have the lightning select quest missions. It was really important and noted to me the other day that a lot of people don't realize that on the select quest missions, there are actually limited rewards you can get every month. So you can actually, from each select quest mission, or each category, get a rainbow broadstone, 50 of the element fragments, and 100 of the wind awakening prisms. And you literally only have to skip ticket number 10 like 6 times, or you can go ahead and, even if you don't have the capability to clear all of these, you can clear out like number 6, number 5, and you can kind of get them that way as well. So if you're looking for awakening materials, the month is almost over, so make sure you bust this out as well. Make sure also that you've gone to the far plane and you've gotten your weed from the red room missions and from the elemental alchrist missions. Chocobo Expedition bonus units have also changed, so make sure that you're changing your bonus unit to Elena. You can also change it to Velne, or you can change it to Lara Croft. If you want to farm for Elena, you want to set the Blinding Dunes is what you're going to want to set. Personally, I need to farm Final Fantasy VII Remake more, so I have it set on Final Fantasy VII Remake. Sorry, I hiccuped there. Coming into the shop, we got some interesting stuff going on here. So let's go ahead and pull it up. The special shop did have some really good bundles here. Interestingly enough, they did have this $99 bundle that I didn't think was very good. It gives 100 of the shards for the 100 cost units, which probably value-wise, this is going to work out to be about the same. But I feel like whenever I see just regular standard Viz costs of $99.99, I'm a little bit like, there was a really good paid ticket option in here, so you could pay, it was like $79.99 and you get 5k Viz and you get 5 tickets for El Sorel. So that was pretty, or not El Sorel, 5 tickets for the 10 pole. There is a Rainbow Broadstone in the 1.5 year anniversary part 2 shop. Daily NRG pack is here, so make sure you're grabbing that. A Gill Snapper pack I don't think is worth it. Same, the enhancing pack. Oh man, okay, I didn't see this before, but holy shit, buy this. 2 Blossoms of Paradise for 500 paid Viz. Holy cow, buy that. That is super incredible. You also want to buy the Starlight Elena if you are pulling on her, the featured summon pack here. I would not pull on the Smite the Dark pack. The rest of the stuff is kind of a Vizior trap. You do have MR unit summon tickets, select MR unit summon ticket if you do need it, and to MR unit awakening materials, which also has shards. There's also an Ice Brand +5 for those of you that are always looking for an additional Ice Brand. Ice Brand +5, the best ice sword based weapon in the game. Could be really good. It's also Fryevia's best weapon, so you can grab this here. Also, Spine Blade +5, the other best sword pretty much in the game, is available right now for 2k Viz. I think both of these are worth it, so definitely consider checking it out. Other than that, we still have the part 2 shop in here. Nothing really exciting today. You can grab some EXP cubes, but that's about it. And then we have the Elena Global Festival shop, which I mean, you know, is going to have some Fryevia, Dwayne, and Zazan. Important note is that the Dwayne shard cost is down to 2,000 now. I know that was a really big thing for a lot of people when they kind of saw this earlier today, is they're like, oh my gosh, Dwayne's cost is back to normal. And that is true. He is, quote unquote, back to normal. We do also have in here, we have the returning of the Silma mission. So make sure you farm out a couple of these for me. I have a lot of fragments in here and awakening prisms I'm gonna farm. We have the exchange here, so you can exchange global festival units for medals here. So it converts 1-to-1 even for cost 100 units, so it's going to be very good for all of your different units here. The Tower Visions Metal Shop, you are going to have a Blossom of Paradise, a Rainbow Fragment in here. You're going to have Awakening Source Stones. Nothing really remarkable. You're going to want to grab the King Armor Pots, the King Burst Pots. I'm a little disappointed that there is no like rain sword in here, but it is going to be nice to get that Blossom of Paradise and to just kind of clear tower. I'm not sure how many times we're going to have to clear it to get what you need, but overall, not the worst thing ever. Other things to know, this is the last week for Final Fantasy VII Remake, so that is pretty important. And I think that's it. I think we made it to the end. You can see how many soul stars I still have left over, which is crazy to me. But yeah, that's kind of it. Chat, did I forget anything? Did I forget any news? Other than dig.gs/offer is up, you guys, so you can go buy Amazon coins at dig.gs/offer or dig.gs/coins. So yeah, I would buy a VC for 2K paid for sure. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and end the news video here. There's Lara tickets in the missions and some armor pots. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.